Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and it's that time of the expansion cycle where all the cards are out, and just like with Alterac Valley, I'm gonna make a tier list of all the best or worst or whatever Colossal Minions from the latest expansion. Should be a lot of fun. If you actually take a look at my tier list for the hero cards from Alterac Valley, it's actually pretty good. I actually was pretty accurate on that one. So yeah, we'll see how this one plays out. And as promised, I am announcing the giveaway winners that are gonna get my 3 mega bundles and the 2 regular bundles. It's these names here, these comments here, these 5 ones. I've messaged all of them. If I don't hear back within 24 hours, I will pick 5 more winners, or whatever winners there are left to be picked, as well as we still have our rewards track giveaway going on this video. You still have time to enter that. It'll be linked below. You just need to comment, like, subscribe to the channel on that video. And courtesy of Blizzard, we have even more bundles to give away. I have 2 mega bundles, 3 regular bundles I'm going to be giving away on our theory crafting stream, which is happening later today over twitch.tv/Zeddy. You can come hang out. You can suggest decks to try out. We're going to be playing wild all day against some awesome content creators. And yeah, we'll be raffling away throughout the day a bunch of bundles. So if you want an opportunity to win some more pre-order stuff, come hang out, come follow the stream, and it should be a really good time. Let's put together our tier list for the Colossal Minions from Voyage to the Sunken City, rating them from S to F, S being God tier, auto include in like a bunch of decks, and F being unplayable garbage, or probably just the worst of these. I don't think any of these are unplayable garbage, and the template will also be linked below if you want to fill it out yourself. So we will start off with the Priest Colossal Legendary Minion, Blackwater Behemoth. This is an 8 mana, 8/10 beast, Colossal +1 with lifesteal. If you're not aware of what a Colossal Legendary does, the Colossal is something that will be summoned when it is played. So you play this, we'll get the Behemoth's Lure, which is a 2 mana 1/4 beast. At the end of your turn, force a random enemy minion to attack the Blackwater Behemoth. So if your opponent has anything on the board, this will force it to hit in, giving you probably 8 healing unless it has Divine Shield or you're at full health or whatever. So it's a decent board swing. It's kind of like Ziliax, very expensive, can't target. It's kind of awkward. It seems rather expensive, hard to cheat out in Priest. And it is important to note with all of these Colossal Legendaries as well, if you Dirty Rat one, they still get the Colossal part. The Lure will still be summoned. It's not a battle cry. It's not negated. So no matter what, if you cheat it out with any effect, it will summon the Colossal appendage. So that's pretty cool. But for me, this Colossal Minion is not fantastic. It's expensive. Its board presence basically relies on your opponent on having a board, getting a decent trade, hopefully, and then, you know, maybe getting another attack. It's a big body. It's a lot of healing, but we've already seen with cards like Mita that could be clunky, but it does get that immediate effect. I'm going to give this a C. I'm really not sold on this being one of the stronger Colossals, but who knows? Maybe a slow control Priest will work in a meta of insane mana cheat and OTKs and quest lines. Yeah, I just don't see it. Next, we have the Druid Legendary Colossal Minion, Kolak, which is a 7 mana 6/5 beast, so not the best stats. Colossal +1, and you control Kolak, or you summon Kolak Shell, and this is immune as long as that shell lives. And the shell is a 0/8 taunt that gives Death Rattle 8 armor. This again also seems quite underwhelming. You can get some free trades with the Kolak if the shell remains for a turn. You get 8 armor, you have some taunt to give you some sustain, but I feel like you'd rather be more proactive, play like an Onyxia Scale, play that 7 mana spell that draws you a bunch of cards and gets a taunt. This is one, again, I am really not sold on. The body itself is not amazing, and compared to a lot of these other Colossal Legendaries that have insane stats, insane immediate impact, I think this might be the worst one. I'm gonna give it an F, and as a Druid enthusiast, it hurts me, but I just don't see this as a powerful Colossal Legendary. Next, we have the Rogue Colossal Legendary, Krakatoa. This is a 6 mana 6/5 beast, so same stat lines as the Druid one, but 1 mana less. but it has Colossal +2, your Krakatoa Claws at +2 attack. And the Krakatoa Claws are 2/1s with Rush, which will be 4/1s with Rush because, well, Krakatoa buffs them. And when they die, you equip Krakatoa's Claw, which will also get buffed, so you'll have 4 attack on the 1 durability weapon. So that is an insane amount of stats. It's proactive in dealing with the board, and it's proactive with dealing damage to the face with a weapon. This just reminds me of like Dr. Boom, Jandis Barov, an immediate board presence sweep, tempo, damage. I think this card's incredible, and we're seeing that aggro pirate rogue and tempo rogue are going to be legitimate players in the game. I think this is an S tier Colossal Minion. I think it is incredibly good and is going to be included in a bunch of rogue decks, whether it be aggressive, whether it be tempo based, or even just trying to just fight for board. It's just, it can do it all. It's just a really, really solid card. Next, we have Gaia the Tectonic, an 8 mana, 5/7 Colossal Legendary for Mage. It's a mech, and after a friendly mech attacks, deal 1 damage to all enemies. So that will include itself, plus the Colossal +2 for its appendages, which are Gaia's Drills. They're 3 mana, or, well, you get them basically for free, but if they get sapped, whatever. They're 2/3 rushes, mechs as well. So they will also basically be able to attack for 2 each. They'll also deal 1 damage to all enemies. So you're getting a bunch of damage. You're getting a bunch of AoE, getting proactive stuff. And if you're playing other mechs, you can play Gaia and then attack with those mechs. This is just a really solid mech mage card, which you can discount. There's a 3 mana spell in Mage that discounts all mechs in your hand by 1. So this can come out for 8, for 7, for 6, which is very powerful. I think this is also an incredibly strong card if mech mage is legitimate, and I think it will be. So I'm going to give this an A. I don't think it's quite as good as Krakatoa, but it might be. Just because, again, that immediate impact, the snowball ability it has, and just, well, it's got a pretty sweet flavor to it. So to me, it just seems like one of the stronger ones. Next, we have the Warlock Colossal Legendary Gigafin. This is an 8 mana, 7/4 Murloc Colossal +1, and it has Battlecry. So this would get negated. This Battlecry would get negated by Dirty Rat. Devour all enemy minions. So you destroy, you eat, consume the entire board. If there's a Death Rattle, that'll still proc for your opponent. But other than that, you're destroying it. And Death Rattle, you spit them back out. So if they were like buffed, they would be spit back with their original stats, not their buff stats. And this summons Gigafin's Maw, which is a 4/7 taunt, which is significant, and it has Death Rattle, permanently destroy all minions inside Gigafin. So if they can't get to that 7/4 body, they got to kill this taunt. The whole board they work for is gone forever. It destroys everything, and this is just a whack load of stats. It gives you taunt, it gives you a board clear, control. Warlock can like this, maybe even the aggressive Murloc Warlock or Murloc will enjoy it, especially with, you know, the mana cheating Murloc. There's a 4 mana one that will dredge out a Murloc and make it cost health instead of mana. You could play this potentially on turn 5 or 4, depending on how you've curved out. I think this one's really solid too. I think it's versatile. I think it could be used in a mid-range deck, in an aggressive deck. It's an insane amount of stats. It has taunt, proactive abilities. I will give this a high A as well. I don't think it's as like auto-include to me as Krakatoa, but it just seems incredibly good. Next, we have Glug the Gulper, 7 mana, 3/5 beast for Shaman, Colossal +3, so it gets 3 appendages, and after a friendly minion dies, this gains its original stats, and the appendages are 2/2s with taunt. So if you can't get to the Gulper, every 2/2 that dies will buff this. And let's say you play a bunch of Rush minions the turn you play, or the turn after you play Glug the Gulper, he's on the board, you can trade them all in, and that'll effectively buff Glug, give those Rush minions charge. I think this card is a bit of a sleeper. I think it's really solid. It's a huge immediate board presence. It's 9/11 in stats. It can snowball. You have taunt. You can have all these other proactive minions in your deck to help boost this. It seems very strong to me. Is it busted? Is it the best Colossal? No. I think it's probably a bit worse than these two, but I think it's decent. I'm going to give it a B. I think my expectations when you have Snowfall Guardian in the game are a little bit lower. I think Shaman probably has a bit better stuff to do with than this card, but overall I do think it's solid and could lead to some pretty ridiculous turns. So we have the Hunter Colossal Minion Hydrolodon. This is a 7 mana 5/5 Colossal +2 Battle Cry, give your Hydrologen Heads Rush. And Hydrologen Heads are 2 mana 3/1s that have Death Rattle. If you control Hydrologon, summon 2 Hydrologon Heads. So these will, the first versions will have Rush. You'll trade in your 2 3/1s, and then you'll get another 3/1, another 3/1, another 3/1, and another 3/1. Those won't have Rush because Hydrologon is a Battle Cry, but if you have a Howlmaster Shaw on the board, then you just have infinite board clear, really. If you have a Howlmaster Shaw, everything gets Rush, and you can keep trading them in, and they'll keep spawning over and over. But even without that, this is an obscene amount of stats. It's extremely proactive in controlling the board. It's an expensive Colossal Minion in a class that loves to go face, or now with the quest line, OTK. I really hope this can put Beast Hunter on the map with the Rat King, with the Pet Collector, with all these incredible cards. I think this card is ridiculously good and would be S tier in any other class probably other than Hunter, but because I love it so much, I'm putting in an S. By the way, did I say 8 mana? It's 7 mana. Regardless, I think the card is incredible. I really like it, and we'll see if Hunter can actually play this type of strategy. Next, we have Nelly, the Great Thresher. It's a 7 mana 5/5 Beast 4 Warrior, Colossal +1 Battle Cry. Discover 3 pirates to crew into Nelly's ship. Nelly's pirate ship is a 2/6 taunt with Death Rattle. Add Nelly's pirates crew to your hand. They cost 1. So as long as this doesn't get silenced, you're going to add 3 pirates to your hand. You cannot get the same pirate 3 times. Once you discover 1, you can't get another one. So you can only get 1 Mr. Smite, but you can combo that with other pirates. And this is disgusting. Whether this is in Questline Pirate Warrior or just like a control shell, this is an incredibly good card. It is, you get 7 mana, draw 3 effectively, get basically an OTK combo, very likely. There's not a ton of pirates in standard. They've added a bunch, but not enough that you're probably going to miss on Mr. Smite. And plus you could be holding your own Mr. Smite and then playing the 1 mana pirates to go with it. This is obscene. It is insanely good in my opinion, and not just a Questline Warrior deck. I think it's S tier. I think it's incredibly good, but maybe it's more in line with an A, but I seriously think it is incredibly good Colossal Legendary. Next, we have the Paladin Colossal Legendary, the Leviathan, 7 mana 4/5 mech, Colossal +1. It has Rush, Divine Shield, and after this attacks Dredge. So Dredge, you see the bottom 3 cards of your deck, you put 1 to the top, and then you can attack with its appendage. The Leviathan's Claw, which has Rush and Divine Shield as well, is a 4/2, and after this attacks, draw a card. So you get to basically draw the card you dredged out. So this, again, immediate board presence. They both have Divine Shield. They're incredibly annoying. Paladin loves stuff like this. It'll go great with Mech Paladin, with Cariel. You don't even need to run mechs for this to be like a card in your deck. You can just play it as a standalone card. It's very solid. Is it going to break the game? I don't think so. It's just a very good proactive minion, and for me, I'm going to give it an A. Not quite S tier, but again, Paladin will absolutely love this card, and he hit it once with Cariel. That's going to be pretty damn good. And lastly, we have the Demon Hunter Colossal Legendary, Xylag of the Abyss, 7 mana 3/6 demon, so you can cheat this out with like a Sigil of Summoning. It has Colossal +4, the most of the Colossal Minions. At the start of your turn, increase the damage by Xylag stocks by 1, and Xylag stocks, so these are 1/2 demons that at the end of your turn deal 1 damage to a random enemy, so these can go face. So you're getting, with this, you're getting a 7 mana 3/6, you're getting 4/8 in stats with the 4 appendages, and you're getting 4 random damage that could snowball in later turns. They're likely going to die, but there's a lot of them, to be fair, especially if you cheat this out early. It's a good board control style of minion. It's incredibly strong in my opinion. I just don't know what Demon Hunter deck will run it. Big Demon Hunter hasn't really been a thing, and I still see, like, you know, Questline Demon Hunter and Aggro Demon Hunter being the prolific type. So my original rating of this was very high. It's more down to a B, but again, I think it's a really solid Colossal. And there you go. That's my tier list. I think they're all basically really good, or, you know, a couple are just kind of whatever, but still have the potential to be good. I think the Colossal Legendaries are going to be very impactful, and I hope you guys are able to open a few of them, but at the very worst, you'll be able to get that free legendary that puts 3 at the bottom of your deck, and you'll be able to play some. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and stay salty, my friends.